Yeah, so left pro football in after the 1996 season with Oakland. Phenomenal experience there. Out in California, in the Bay Area was unique. That was the first year back, and the Oakland was back in Oakland, California. So it was a really unique situation, and much different team, much different vibe. But so after that season, I had a lot of trouble with my right shoulder. I'd broken my hand while I was there. My knee was bothering me. Left knee was bothering me pretty bad as well. And I'd consulted with Bill Yeomans, orthopedic surgeon, before going out there. And he's like, "Man, dude, you don't need to play another season." I'm like, "Well, what does he know? He's got all this training and 30 years of experience." So I went and did it anyways, and came back and had surgery. And he's like, "Listen, we cleaned it up, did the best we can, but this is not going to work." I'm like, "Yeah, what does he know?" and and tried to come back, and I got back in shape. I was strong, but 2 days of 3 days of working out heavily, and prepping for mini camps and so forth, and it would just swell up, and I was like, "This is enough." Like, I had seen so many players with so many lasting medical issues that we had one guy that had he was in his 14th season, and he had holes drilled in the end of his femur so that the scar tissue would simulate cartilage, so he could play another season. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I had other things going on. I had one baby and one baby on the way, and I want to be able to play with my kids when I got older. And so left that. Started a business with a friend of mine, Richard, and we started doing website design, um, and networking, network installations, and that sort of work here locally. Transitioned out of that business and joined a .com up in New England, and did that for 2 years. And after going through and doing my own business thing, decided, hey, I like this business deal. I'm pitching, deals with Viacom and CBS and Remington Firearms, and all these traveling internationally on trade shows and so forth. And I'm like, if I'm gonna do this business thing, I probably ought to do it better. And we'd gotten a significant funding, and our CEO completely changed the model. And I was like, this isn't going to work. Um, I knew that it was going to fail. I couldn't tell you how. I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell you how to fix it. Couldn't communicate it well because I'd never had a business class. So I left that organization in 2000. Went and did the complete undergraduate business core, and then went straight into the full-time MBA program at Haslam School of Business, and graduated 7 days before they filed bankruptcy. Um, so that was a great move for me. Um, had my fourth child while I was in the MBA program, which was a unique experience, and really got you know an example of how having another type of team, because we had teams in the MBA program, how they stepped up and helped me through some challenges there. With the new baby, and then the baby was sick in the spring for a couple of days, and it was really tough. Um, but the team really stepped up. We got through the program. It was a great experience. Um, and after graduating in 2002, went to work with a local radiology practice here in town, Vista Radiology, which covered the Covenant Health facilities and some of the outlying locations. And felt like I did a really good job with them. We built the practice up, and then I was recruited away to a practice in Columbus, Ohio. Similar idea. We changed some of the governance. We fixed the billing challenges we had. Um, and then 2016, we tripled the size of that practice in 2 years. And in 2016, private equity started really chasing us pretty hard, and we ended up selling the practice to Radiology Partners, um, which was in a private equity backed group, and I was with them for 6 years. And then recruited away for Envision Healthcare, which for the people here in East Tennessee is very, very similar, contemporary of Team Health, as president of the anesthesiology team there. And we had 4,200 clinicians. across the United States in that team. Um, Fantastic experience. Even the fact that we had, as we like to call it, a balance sheet reorganization during my while I was there, which was we knew going in that we were going to need to file bankruptcy. Filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2023, and exited in November that year, and really got the program back on solid footing. And just recently, I took a role as Chief Operating Officer for Cardiovascular Logistics, which is one of the largest cardiology platforms in the country.